Hey, what's up guys, I'm back in the video, and today I'm talking about why Demarcus Cousins to the Golden State Warriors is actually not going to be that bad. And obviously, if you haven't been living under a rock, Demarcus Cousins signed a 1-year, $5 million deal with the Warriors, and a lot of people are freaking out saying, oh my god, the NBA's over, oh my god, why are we even watching? Yes, I think the Warriors are going to win the finals, but I'm going to be saying, like, why it's not the end of the world, why it's not the end of the NBA, and why, like, in the NBA Finals, why, yes, there's a 99% chance that the Warriors do win the finals, why there is still a chance for some teams, and some things can still happen in the league to change the dynamics. I'm be going over all of that into why it's not the end of the league or anything, or, like, why it's just ultimately not going to be that bad for the NBA. So without further ado, without me rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so my first thing I'm getting to is that he doesn't really get to come back and play until what people are saying from January to February. And I mean, like, yes, they're still going to be the Golden State Warriors, but it's going to be the old Golden State Warriors, and when he comes back, they're going to have very, very little time to build chemistry together, learn how to play together, learn how to fix him into the system, because he's not just a role player. He's a star that wants the ball, that wants to score, and is used to being able to do everything on the team and pretty much get his way, plus his personality. So, I mean, his chemistry is going to be very, very low, and it's not going to be very high at all with the team. They're not going to know how to play with him, and it's probably going to take him to the playoffs to really learn how to really play with them. I mean, it took the Pelicans 2 years to learn how to play with them, and right when it started to click, he got hurt. And plus, I'm getting that later, actually. I was about to say about his Achilles injury. That's one of my reasons for later. But yeah, they're not going to be able to play each other very, very well, or at least as efficiently as they could, due to his injury and due to when he is returning to the team. And now my second reason is going to be that he might not be the same when he comes back. I mean, this Achilles injury has completely destroyed careers. Besides Wilkins, no player has really successfully came back. I mean, look, Kobe Bryant's career was pretty much ended due to that injury. It ended very early, and he just never came back the right player, the same player that he was before, because of that Achilles injury. I mean, there is a chance that he can come back as good, but there's a very high chance that he will not come back to be as good as he used to be, or by his old self. Like, I don't think he's going to be averaging 25 points per game and all that. I mean, he's not going to average that anyway because he's with the Warriors now. But I really don't think he would have averaged that even if he was by himself. I don't think he's going to be the same player he was. A lot of players have, like I said, had their careers ended. Not just a season, not just 2 seasons, but their entire career. They never came back the same. And I think for someone as big as Demarcus Cousins, for how much he weighs, for how tall he is, I mean, I think it's going to be very, very unlikely that he comes back as good and talented as he was before. I really just don't think he can come back. I mean, I think he might be able to come back and be like a good player, but I don't think he'll be that great player. And he'll probably still be an all-star level player, but he won't be this unbelievable talent. He won't be a top 3 center in the league anymore. That's pretty much what I'm saying. But now my third reason is going to be that this has the potential to blow up in the Warriors' face so bad. Because now look, you put personalities of Draymond Green, someone who led the league in technical fouls a year ago, Demarcus Cousins, someone who led the NBA in technical fouls 2 years ago, and was in the top 5 in technical fouls this year, so is Draymond Green, and Kevin Durant, who's a little bit more calm than those two, but he was still in the top 5 of technical fouls last year. I mean, those are 3 guys that get tons of technical fouls, and especially Draymond and Cousins. Yes, they're friends, but I would not be surprised if they do get into some fights. And I mean, if the Warriors had problems like behind the scenes last year, and they were having fights and stuff behind the scenes last year, you add Cousins' personality. I mean, he's calmed down a lot since Sacramento. But, I mean, this dude still has a very explosive personality, and now you put 2 of them together, it's going to be kind of scary to watch. I'm not saying it is going to explode in their face, but I'm saying it definitely could. And I'm sure Curry's kind of starting to get aggravated that people are progressively thinking that this is Kevin Durant's team now. It's not his team, it's all Kevin Durant's team. I'm sure that's starting to annoy him, so I'm sure he's going to get aggravated about that. Klay Thompson, I doubt he's aggravated. He's kind of the cool guy on the team, doesn't really get aggravated. But Draymond, Durant, and Cousins all on the same team, that's going to be something to watch, and there is a chance that could completely explode in the Warriors' face. Plus, a couple injuries. I mean, it would have to be major injuries, but I guess any injury to their starting lineup will be a major injury due to how good they are. But, I mean, they could get injured, especially Demarcus Cousins. Draymond Green wasn't fully healthy. Klay Thompson had a couple injury issues. Curry's ankle. I mean, there's no telling. But now, my last reason for the video is going to be if depending where Kawhi goes, I mean, it will be a competitive series. Because, look, if Kawhi Leonard goes to the Lakers or the 76ers, both of them have chances to win the NBA Finals. I don't care what you say. Because look at this. So if he goes to the Lakers, you now have the best player in the NBA, the best player to ever live, unguardable. He is completely unguardable. The best all-around scorer, best paint driver, freaking court manager, team manager. He's just the best player in the league right now. LeBron James to go along with a top 5 player in the NBA and the best two-way player of this era in Kawhi Leonard. I mean, Kawhi Leonard and LeBron would mesh very well because LeBron wouldn't have to get in fights with Kawhi because Kawhi is very quiet. Kawhi is extremely good. He'll play very good defense, something that LeBron James has been lacking for the past few years. Kawhi Leonard locks down on defense. He can kind of shoot, so the driving kick with LeBron will work. I mean, that would be a very deadly team because now you have Lonzo, Kawhi, LeBron, and Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, and some other veterans I'm sure they're going to sign even later into this offseason. I mean, they will have a very stacked team. But even scarier, if he goes to the 76ers, now you have one of the best point guards in Ben Simmons, literally probably a top 5 point guard already, and probably one day will be the best point guard in the league one day. And right now he's probably top 5 or at least top 10 at least. That's as far as how it goes, top 10. A top 3 center in Joel Embiid, another lockdown defender who's probably another top 10 player in the league. And then Kawhi Leonard, an excellent player, an unbelievably talented player, especially on defense. I mean, just think, you now have top 5 player in the NBA, 2 top 10 players in the NBA, and now they're going to all be developed. They're going to have more chemistry together. Kawhi Leonard, you add Kawhi Leonard, they have a chance to keep Markelle Fultz because of how much talent the 76ers have and how easily they can trade for Leonard. So now you might be able to keep Markelle Fultz. I mean, their team is going to be stacked because they have the potential to go out with the starting lineup of Ben Simmons at point guard, Markelle Fultz at shooting guard, Kawhi Leonard at the 3, probably someone like Rashawn Holmes at the 4, maybe someone else, and then you have Joel Embiid at the 5. That team would be unbelievably talented and could definitely challenge the Warriors, in my opinion. I think that team could very, very much challenge the Warriors because Ben Simmons can definitely guard Curry. Joel Embiid can definitely guard Cousins. Kawhi Leonard can definitely guard Durant. And Clay, I mean, it depends how Markelle Fultz can play defense. He has shown potential playing play defense. He averaged 1 steal last year per game, so he definitely could try to guard Klay Thompson. And then Draymond Green, he's not that much of an offensive threat, so I don't think you really have to worry about him. So I really, really think, depending where Kawhi goes, Lakers or the 76ers, I think that's the 2 teams he's going to go to. The Clippers, please God, no, don't go to the Clippers. I would literally hang myself. No, don't go to the Clippers because then the Warriors we're going to win the NBA Finals. But if Kawhi goes to the Lakers or the 76ers, definitely, they have a chance to win the Finals, and the Warriors are no longer locks to win it. So, unfortunately, guys, that's it for this video. But if you did agree with me at any point, comment below. Do you think that any of these are going to happen? Do you think it's going to be that bad for the NBA? Do you think the Warriors are going to win the Finals? Who do you think is going to win the Finals? If not, I want to hear all your thoughts below. If you have any video ideas you want me to make, comment that below as well. I really want to hear what you want to do. If I do like the video idea, I'll comment, give you credit in the video, make the video, and like I said, give you credit. So I really want to hear all your thoughts on your video ideas and everything. I just want you to comment everything below. If you did like the video at any point, hit the like button and the subscribe button would mean the world to me. Hope you have a blessed day, because I had a blessed day, so everyone needs to have a blessed day. See you tomorrow's video. Goodbye.